Yes, guys, I'll be covering the news live from Florida. We're here to make the news accessible to everyone. So here we go. As you guys can see, this is Florida, and in Florida there is a massive hurricane that's hitting right now, and we have some live coverage here in order to for everyone to know what's going on. We're gonna be partially serious in this because it is a serious issue. So there will be some seriousness in this. There also will be some joking, but in general, we are somewhere in here. I mean, if I can give a little draw here and let you guys know that currently, me Dream, I am within this circle. And this hurricane, as you can tell, is barreling towards us, guys. Unfortunately, we're right in the path. But yeah, this is Hurricane Milton, and it is currently a Category 3, as you can tell, with wind speeds of 120 miles an hour. It's currently moving northeast, and it is looking to smash kind of directly into this western side of Florida here. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to hit Skeppy, and potentially, I think like Moist Critical is somewhere in here as well. We can see here all these areas that are colored in that are kind of up here in Georgia, South Carolina are actually from the previous hurricane, and their power outages. So in Florida, you can kind of see power outages as well on these all these colored areas here. Yeah, I mean, hurricanes obviously are not an uncommon thing in Florida. They do, there's usually a couple a year, but there's not a couple like Milton, because this guy here, he is a powerful hurricane, one of the most powerful hurricanes to ever exist in the Gulf of Mexico. How's George? George is he's safe. He's bunkered. He's ready for the weather. He's prepared for Milton. He might sleep through it. Who knows? But yeah, some of these cameras, I don't know which ones we're actually watching right now, but we can kind of click around and see that's this one right here. So if you can kind of see, you can't really see much. I mean, this used to be, I was watching this camera earlier and there was there was some, I think there was like some rocks here and there's like a little bit of ocean. And then now there's just, you can't see anything. So that's kind of right here on this little edge here. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cooked are you? I mean, I think honestly, I got a little bit lucky, just because the hurricane kind of weakened. So, like I said, we're kind of in this southwestern side of Florida, and right now we're getting hit pretty hard. But by the time the actual eye of the storm, which currently is somewhere along the coast, about to make landfall, gets kind of towards the middle, it'll be down to only 90 miles an hour of wind. Only 90 miles an hour of wind. So, I mean, it's pretty expected that our power will go out, and there's a lot of areas where, like, as you can see, these places without power, which are these counties up here, these colored ones, even all the way up in North Carolina and Tennessee, these are from the last hurricane, which was a week ago. So obviously you lose power somewhere in here, and your power could be out for, a week, or longer. That's obviously not fun. That's why that's a lot of the primary reason why people tell you to get snacks and water is because it can get hard to travel with all the stuff on the roads and all the flooding and all the businesses that are closed down. It can get hard for you to have food, and also if your fridge, if the power goes out and then the food in your fridge goes bad, then you need kind of non-perishable stuff like crackers and peanut butter and cereal to eat and keep you fed during the aftermath of the hurricane. So we have lots of that. We got it. We ordered in some. We got some of George's favorite snack. We got him the chocolate raisins. We got some like Pringles and peanut butter, and we're good. I think we'll be safe unless a tornado or something spawns, which is why we're kind of keeping an eye on the weather here. And even though I am, currently your weatherman, I am also my own weatherman, and I'm trying to pay attention to figure out, what's affecting me the most and what's going to happen, to make sure that I don't get cooked. Did the hurricane take Sapnap? Yeah, Sapnap's gone. Unfortunately, Sapnap is gone. Luckily, he's somewhere like over here, so I guess he's fine from the hurricane, but he's gone. What about Patches? Patches seems fine. We had to close the cat door because the cats kept going outside, and they don't really realize what's going on. They think it's kind of cool. They're trying to storm watch. We did have to kind of close them out. This is crazy. Like, look at this. It's just the rain is pelting right into the camera. Minecraft speedrunner versus hurricane. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you don't want the cats to get into the eye of the hurricane and the surrounding area, because if they do, then they'll get, cats will they'll probably die. So you want to maybe take your pets and have them be maybe it's the first time you'll want to ever travel to Alabama. I don't know any other reason than to avoid the hurricane. Why didn't you and George evacuate? Well, we're not in a mandatory evacuation zone, and it can get pretty hectic. There's no flights. There's all the gas gets purchased out because people are panicking and they're worried about themselves. So it makes sense. We're not in a mandatory evacuation zone, so we should be safe. We just have to pay attention kind of to our phones and the alerts, and mostly tornadoes, which right now these kind of storm clusters I think are the most dangerous for tornadoes, and they are right now off the coast, which is good. As you can see, most of Florida is kind of cooked, but if you're on the coast, you got to worry the most. So let's go ahead and we'll answer some questions. Did it hit you really or not yet? I mean, it's hitting right now. I'm just kind of in a soundproof bunker trying to do this weather report. Dream, is this your first hurricane? No, this is not my first hurricane. I've actually been through quite a bit of hurricanes. This may be one of the worst, potentially. I guess we'll see in the future. You have a totem of undying? I do not, unfortunately. The suit looks cool. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I wish we could just /clear the weather here, but unfortunately that is not possible. We do have to just deal with the brunt of the storm and hope that we're good. What about Gainesville? Well, Gainesville, again, you're kind of getting unluckily cooked again by the hurricane. I was actually just in Gainesville. Is Clearwater going to be okay? No, you're cooked. You better have evacuated. Clearwater is cooked. You hope Arizona will be okay. Yeah, prayers for Arizona, guys. Prayers for Arizona in the chat. Hopefully Arizona's fine. They're not getting hit by the hurricane, but they live in Arizona. I'm actually kind of curious how we're doing down here in like Port Charlotte area. Okay. That doesn't look great. So yeah, as you can see, it's kind of windy. And there's some big waves coming through. So this is kind of windy. You want to be careful if you're in this area. Hopefully you evacuated. Heed the warnings. Hurricanes do exist. Global warming is real, and there's not a hurricane machine. Okay, and if there is, it was me. I did it. I don't know why, but I did. I think this is kind of a cool view here. If we want to kind of check it out, this is, as you can kind of see the eye of the storm and see, as you kind of go into it, you can kind of see there's different kind of layers of wind, throughout, and that's kind of, hurricanes can be, this is what we're talking about, these kind of storm spots that right now are they're on the east side of Florida right now, and these dark red spots over here, this is where the tornadoes, tornadoes are kind of popping up, and luckily the coast of Florida is kind of along here right now, so it's fine. But yeah, again, tornadoes probably are one of the scariest things right now. Why aren't you doing this during the actual hurricane? What do you mean? Guys, this is live. Okay, this is live coverage right now. This is live, current, up-to-date radar imagery. Okay, and if you're curious, you see all this, the red, the yellow. That's all wind. That's all insane, powerful wind. Like, look, this is 120 miles an hour winds around the eye of the hurricane. And if you're curious where we are, where George and I are, we're right in here. This is where we are. This is where this broadcast is being done from, guys. This is where it's being done from. Right in here. And the hurricane, guess what? It's moving this way. You see this path right here? This is where the hurricane's going. This is where it's going. Right now it's over here. But it is currently heading in this direction. Right up towards us in this kind of southwestern area of Orlando. Is this George's first hurricane? Yeah, this is actually George's first hurricane. He's never been through a hurricane before. They don't have them in London. Is Skeppy okay? Okay, guys. So you see this area that is covered in red and yellow and orange and all of this, like this whole area here that's being hit by the toughest part of the hurricane. So that's currently where Skeppy is. Skeppy is somewhere within this area, And that is where he is. And I did say, hey, Skeppy, if you need a place to stay, you're welcome to evacuate. And he said, no, I'm not. Okay, that's not what he said. He said he's probably safe, he's not in an evacuation zone, and that if he does need help later, that he will let me know. But anyway, yeah, Skeppy's cooked. So R.I.P. Skeppy. Is Disney World going to be okay? I mean, I pray to God Disney World's going to be okay. Come on, don't we all? That's the most important thing. What about Clearwater? You're cooked. You're cooked. Is your family all right? My family should be fine. Again, my family's kind of in the Orlando area. Again, the scariest thing right now for people that are more inland is probably the tornadoes rather than the flooding. If you're on the coast, it's the flooding. If you're on you're more inland, it's the tornadoes, which we haven't got a tornado warning in a bit. Is Lemanburg safe? Lemanburg's cooked. It's been decimated. It has nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with the hurricane, but it is cooked. Please tell me the fusion rig is safe. I mean, hopefully it's not. We're not at high risk for floods. So I mean, unless something catastrophic happens and the whole building's ripped apart, we should be fine. Why were you in Gainesville? Was it for the UCF game? Yeah, UCF played Florida. A must-see game. UCF lost, unfortunately, but it's all right. I was up here in Gainesville, which right now has power. No power outages reported. You go outside, will the wind blow you away? No, the wind isn't super. I mean, it's pretty strong right now, but it's not the worst it will be, for sure. Is Colorado cooked? Yeah, if you're in Colorado, you probably should evacuate. Not because of the hurricane, but just because Colorado sucks. Outside of that, back to Florida. South Carolina, is Mr. Beast okay? Well, actually, he's in North Carolina, but he is cooked. Not from the hurricane, but he's cooked. Only weatherman I trust. Only get your news from the most trusted of sources. We only care about the truth. Nothing but the truth. We care about keeping you safe in Florida and other southern states from the hurricanes. That's it. We're the most trusted news source, Dream News. So tune in once a year. Get your primary weather alerts. I will only be doing these weather streams when it directly impacts me because I'm selfish. Otherwise, you will have to get your news from a trusted source that's not us, which unfortunately doesn't exist. All news is biased and fake. So just wait until next time we have a hurricane. Then you can check back in with us. Dream, are you donating to charity? No, I hate charity. I will never be donating to charity. Charity's the worst. Is Chicago safe? I mean, no, but hurricanes should be fine. If you're in Chicago, the hurricane's not going to touch you. Don't worry. What does cooked mean? Cooked. It's self-explanatory. How long do you guys think you will lose power for? I'm not sure, but we're prepared. We have our snacks. We got our Prime and our Lunchleys and everything. We're ready to go. We'll be safe with some non-perishables for a couple days. This is serious stuff, serious weather, serious coverage. This is for the people, by the people. Yeah, if you're inside the eye, it's actually the calmest part of the storm. But the eye wall, so the parts of, like, imagine a water spout, right? If you turn your sink on or you drain your bath and you see kind of the water spinning, the center, that you can see it's empty. There's no water, right? But then right when you're on the edge, that's where the suction is the most powerful. And then if you move away kind of in the bath, then you'll realize that the suction is less powerful. It's the same thing with the hurricane. Hurricanes work the same way. When you're in the eye, it's nothing. It's calm. It can even be sunny. The sun can be out. There can be barely any wind. And then if you get hit by the eye wall, then you're in danger because that is the most powerful part of the hurricane. And so the eye, I think, looks like it's making landfall again. I'm not an expert. I'm a weatherman, but I'm a Minecraft weatherman. I'm not fully qualified. So, any video coming out on YouTube soon? Yeah, I hope so. We've been trying to film, and we keep getting hurricane after hurricane. And unfortunately, in these hurricanes, even if we don't lose power, you can't really do anything. You can't have people drive to your house because there's wind and rain, and it's ridiculous. And there's obviously flooding, and power and internet sometimes can go out. So it's been this is the second hurricane in a row the last 2 weeks. So we're a little cooked. It's all right. We'll get one. I think hopefully after this is the last hurricane. You never know. Bunker down and watch Talk to a. Yeah, I'll be putting on Talk to a podcast on my in the movie theater room. and living a truly privileged life during this hurricane. Here at Dream Weather News 6, don't pray for us, pray for the people who need it. Oh my God, guys, this is crazy. Please tell me you evacuated. If you're in that area, tell me you evacuated. You better. You got a mandatory evacuation notice. I know you did. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in to this weather report. I hope that you stay safe. If you live anywhere in Florida, if you live in some of the coastal areas, be wary of storm surge, especially on East and West Florida. West Florida obviously is getting hit, but that's more obvious. If you didn't know, East Coast Florida will still have storm surge. Be safe. There's been lots of tornadoes. Pay attention to your apps and your notifications for tornado warnings. If you get a tornado warning, that means there is a tornado. There is one. I hope you evacuated if you were in an evacuation zone. If not, hopefully you are safe, hunkered down. Remember, if there is a tornado, get to a place without windows, get down, cover your head, and be safe. Other than that, I am currently getting hit by the hurricane and will be getting hit worse in the coming hours. So I'm going to go be safe. Luckily, I guess sort of luckily for people that are more inland, the biggest risks are more so tornadoes and then of course power outages. So hopefully we don't lose power. If we do, we'll be fine. I'll keep you guys updated, but be safe. Enjoy your day, and remember that Dream News is the only trusted news that you can follow. Yeah, for real. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Bye. Be safe.